welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm putting a wee selection of flies together for a gentleman, and this is one of them here. And I'm going to show you how to tie it. This is a G12, and this is a fly by a fantastic fly tyer called Mr. Arthur McDonald. So I'm going to show you how to put it together. The hook and the vise is a Kamsan B175 in size 10. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is uni thread 80 in black. So I'm just going to come in well behind the eye of the hook, a couple of mil anyway. That just gives me my measurement for the hackles and the muddler head. I'm just going to work my thread down until I'm past the point of the hook and remove the waist tag. Now the tail is Glo-brite floss No.7. It's about 8 strands here, so I'm just going to catch that in and take 3 turns down the hook, tying in the Glo-brite floss and trim that. On top of that, you're looking some summer duck. So just take a small pinch of the summer duck off, and you just want your summer duck to be just a bit longer on the Glo-brite floss. I'll catch that in. Now I'm just going to put a wee lick of wax in my thread, because the rib, this is gold tinsel. This is not the mylar, it's actually the tinsel. So just want to make sure that I don't cut my thread, and the wax sort of way helps to protect it. So I'm just going to run my thread up, just tying everything in nice and tight. Then I'm going to work my thread back down, open turns, tight up against the tail. Now the body, this is Glo-brite floss No.7 that has been just blended together using a coffee grinder. Now in Arthur's pattern, he doesn't add in the gold lite-brite. So we're going to tie the Arthur's pattern. It's just Glo-brite floss No.7. Take a wee pinch. And you can always tighten up once you get it onto the shank of the hook. The body hackle, switch over here and get it. Sorry, the body hackle is just an orange saddle hackle. I'll get a nice one off here. Just break away the rubbish at the bottom, strip away the remaining some of the fibres just to bar the stem. Tie this in, trim away the stem. Then I'm just going to palmer this down the body. I'll get 3 turns going at the top, and then I'm doing 3 turns down the body. Keep the hold of your tip. Just come around with your gold tinsel. Then you're looking 4 turns of the gold tinsel up the body. Sweep everything back. Bring your gold tinsel up in front. Follow that around with your thread. Put a couple of turns in. Then I'm going to come in and trim away the tinsel. It's just an old pair of scissors that I would use for just trimming the tinsel away, and then I'll come in and trim away the tip of the cock hackle. bring my thread back up. Now at this point, what you can do is you can put on a red hen hackle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a whiting lacewing in red. So I suppose, guys, you could call this a variant, because all I'm doing is just sticking with roughly the same colour combination, if you like. I'm just going to trim away the tip, offer this up to the hook, come in with a couple of tight turns. Now you're only looking maybe a turn and a half of this, because we have another hackle in front. That's going to do me there, so I'm going to follow that around with my thread. Get a couple of turns in to secure, and then come in and trim away the excess. Sweep everything back, bring my thread back up. Next hackle, just a wee summer duck hackle. So just strip away the rubbish at the bottom. Stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Just going to trim the tip away again. So just come in, just expose the tip, trim it away. Just leave yourself enough room, enough of the feather so that you can tie it in nice and tight. And then you're looking turn and a half, 2 turns of this. Just depends how much of this feather you want to see in the wee dressing. Right, that's going to do me there, so I'm going to catch it off in underneath. Now it's moved on me, so just let it go. I'm just going to bring it back. Just don't want to be too harsh with it, because it is a fragile feather. Try not to put too much pressure on it. Follow that around, catch it in. Couple of tight turns just to secure it. Just make sure you leave yourself plenty of room at the front for this muddler head. Now just going to sweep everything back, thread down to the eye, and back up. Do it one more time. And come and open those fibres up. Now the muddler head is just going to be, this is just deer hair dyed brown, so we'll take a decent clump of hair and trim this. Now you don't have to stack it, you don't need to stack it, sorry I should say, but I like to stack it, so I'm just going to pop it into the hair stacker, give us a rattle on the desk. That's it lined up. And just offer this up to the hook. Just come around and hold it. Just come around with a couple of loose turns. Then allow it to spin. And just put all your deer hair back now. Keep your thread tight. Don't let it go at this point. Nice and tight. Come in with your whip finishing tool. Thread still nice and tight. Just pull the deer hair back. And with the whip finish, pull your thread tight, and then you can trim away your tail thread. Now, this is the fun part for me. I know, it's sad. Right. Let's bring it all out. And I'm just a wee pair of curved scissors, so we'll just make a bit of a mess here. And then just going to trim this first pass. You're just looking to shape the head now. Right, on this particular pattern, you want your muddler head to be fairly sizable, if you like. Just taking my time here, guys. It's probably the most bonus part, is to watch somebody trim a muddler head, probably. But just to show you. Right. Just going to come in and just checking the length. So I'm just going to take another wee bit off, just around here. Just I'm looking the shape on it. That's where the curved scissors come in, nice and handy. Now, I'm happy enough with that at the minute, just to finish the video. So at this point, I'm just going to come in with just a wee lick of varnish, just put all the deer hair back, and just right into the eye. Then what we'll do, just come in with a wee bit of wire, just to make sure that the eye is clean. And there you go, guys. That's just a slight variant, if you like, of the G12. Now, that wee fly there will test you, because it's a good pattern. But honestly, I've fished that before. It was about 2 years ago, something like that, on a die 3 or a die 5 line, and the takes you get with this wee fly is fantastic. Like I say, it's just a wee selection of flies I'm putting together for a guy. But look, tie that up. If you fish for trout, it's a good fly. There's a whole lot of good techniques in it in relation to spin the deer hair, but mainly for me, as we all go on our fly tying journey, it's all about getting probably the proportions right in the fly, and knowing when to stop and put the hackles in, and all that sort of good stuff. But anyway, look, I'm not preaching, but tie a few of those up, and hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And until the next time, please stay safe and take lines, guys.